Hey, what's going on? I'm Wonderful Will of the Broccoli Ain't the Green Show. I hope everybody is having a great day. You know, I just have a little moment where I need to vent to some of you. I had an experience with a service that I'm paying for, AT&T Uverse. It's AT&T Uverse. I'm gonna give you a background story on this. I'm gonna tell you how things work when it comes to customer service, because if you haven't noticed by now, a lot of place or business don't put a lot of emphasis on good customer service. But I'm gonna give you a background with my experience with AT&T Uverse. Okay, sometimes you know how you get those package deals. You know, you get a low rate if you get a bundle. So I got that, and it lasted about 2 years, and then when it expired, I called to see if I can get another good deal, and they said, well, you know, we don't have anything right now. I called twice. I called another time. Maybe maybe the customer rep didn't know what that person she was doing. So I called again, and pretty much they said the same thing, because once the package expired, if I want to keep the same package, I'll have to pay an additional fee of $75, which I know I wasn't going to do because I really couldn't afford that. So I did some research, and I was checking out Hulu Live and Sling TV Live, and they have cable channels too, and it's cheaper. So they had a deal with Sling TV where you can get pretty much all basic cable channels for $40 a month, and then also they had a special. If you sign up with them, the first 2 months you get $15 a month. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm going with that. So I called AT&T to tell them that I just want to keep my internet and my phone services, and I don't want the TV service anymore. And of course, they go through the little script why you don't want the TV anymore. I told them, I said, you know, the original deal I had expired and that was anymore. So, and I can't afford to keep the same package. So I want just to do away with the TV service and keep the internet and my phone service. And they just pulled a magic trick out of the hat and offered me a good deal. I said, okay, but you just said you just didn't have any other kind of specials that you could offer me. But when it comes down to it, they can pull a magic trick out of the hat. I said, okay. They gave me a good deal, and I accepted it. And plus two, they increased my speed of my internet. I was like, okay, it's a win-win. Thinking that it's a win-win. Okay, I signed up for it, and then I scheduled an appointment for the technician come out. And 6 days later, there you have it. The technician appeared on time, like they said it was going to be. I'm like, cool. I was impressed. Okay, good. But this person came in and was taking longer than normal just to upgrade my internet, because I didn't get any equipment. They didn't have to redo any wires or anything like that. They just basically want to change the speed of your internet. So it took this technician approximately an hour and a half. And I'm like, okay, this is taking too long, but I'm not the technician. I don't know what's going on, but my instincts telling me that this person don't know the hell what she's doing. Okay, when she finally finished, and I've noticed that she was trying to get the hell on. Like, she just really kind of rushing out. Okay, Mr. Allen, I'm going to leave right now and everything's great. If you have a problem, give me a call. I'm like, okay, well, why are you in such a hurry? Okay, maybe she's just busy. Okay, then some hours went by. Next thing I know, my service went out. I lost the signal, so it's not working. Everything shuts down. So if you don't, for people who don't know about UVerse, the way their system work, if you have a bundle, like I had internet, and I have TV service, and I had a phone, and everything runs through a modem they have. If the modem shuts down, your whole system shuts down. Like when I used to have Comcast, if one goes down, I can at least the other one's still working. Like, and I had issues with my internet, but I can still watch television. But with UVerse, if you have a bundle like that, when one system shuts down, everything shuts down. So you can't have any service at all. Okay. And my system developed a mind of its own, so it decided when it wants to come on. So I called customer service, and of course they were closed, but I was able to find a number for tech support. Called tech support, and they wanted to run some tests, and I told them, well, you probably won't be able to get it because the system is shut down. The system is shut down. You won't be able to do it. And of course, they attempted to try to run a test, and there you go. They wasn't able to do it. And I said, okay, because the technician came on a Friday, so I went a whole weekend with interrupted service. And I called, when I talked to the technician said, well, we have to schedule a technician to come out again. I said, well, I need this technician to come out Monday because I really need my internet. More than anything, I need my internet. Well, she said the next person was going to be available Tuesday. I said, well, I'm not going to be available Tuesday. I'm not going to be available till Friday because of my work schedule. So I can't take a whole day off just for that. I can't afford to do that. Hey, I'm a working class person, just like everybody else in here. So I just can't afford to give up a day's pay, especially when I got overtime. So the rep said, well, that's really nothing we can do. I said, well, you cannot, but somebody came here and messed up my service, and I need my internet, and I need someone to come out Monday to fix it. Of course, they gave me this dry ass excuse, well, I apologize for the inconvenience, but we are booked for that day and we can't find anyone to come out. I said, but are you not listening to me? Somebody came out here to upgrade my service, and my service was doing just fine. So I know I didn't do anything wrong. It's nothing technical. This person came in and did something wrong and screwed up my system, my services. And I never had an issue since I've had this service. I had UVerse for 2 years. Never experienced something like that. So I know it had to be the technician did something wrong. It's not too much of a coincidence. But the rep said, it's really nothing I can do. I was becoming very upset. I felt kind of bad because I've given the rep a little hard time. But it seems like they just don't care about your issue. Now, it could have been where I work from home and I depended on my internet service, then I would be in big trouble in my place of employment. Or what if I was a contractor for a company and I'll be completely out of work because I don't have my internet, because some incompetent fool came and screwed up your system and they pretty much get away with it and nothing happens. So you just pretty much screwed. Good thing that wasn't that case for me, but it's very inconvenient because now my house, like, how you have your routine when you at your home, you can't do anything now because it's wrong, and because things are going wrong now. It's been disrupted. Your home life been disrupted. Now I'm sitting here watching DVDs just to watch television. So I'm just pulling DVDs and using them, watching videos on my phone. But I guess they offered me one little consolation prize. Well, we won't charge you for that week, the time being, since your service been disrupted. I was like, and I had to, you know what's funny about that? And I had to ask would they do that. If I hadn't said that, they wouldn't have offered it to me. And that's why when I started thinking about it, I say, you know, a place, all types of business, they just don't place value on customer service anymore. Good customer service. They treat you like they doing you a favor. You paying your money for them to do you a favor. And maybe just to treat you any kind of way. And don't care about the circumstances of someone of their employees have done and disrupted your way of life or way of doing things that you depend on every day. And it's like they just don't care. I just had to vent about that. If you have experienced some things like that within a place a bit, like type of services, like I have, like with AT&T Uverse, and not saying that their system sucks, but I just didn't like the way they handle business because, look, I pay my service every month. I might be a little late every now and then, but I pay it. Never been cut off. So I'm one of the good customers. And I just felt so betrayed in a way. Because you do what you're supposed to do. Because the only thing they want you to do is to pay your bills. And you pay your bills. And then while you paying your bills and you have issues with the system that you paying for service you paying for, then they just take their time in resolving your problems. Same thing like insurance. You pay your payment every month, and then when it's time to use the things you're paying for, they'll take you through a whole bunch of red tape to either try to discourage you from using the service, or they just make it so difficult because you got to have all these information. You got to show all this proof. But when you pay your services like you're supposed to monthly, then you hold the end of your bargain. They're not holding the end of their bargain. And it's like nobody's really making a big issue of that. You know, I just can't accept that because I work hard for my shit. Excuse my language, but I work hard for my shit. And so when I pay something, I want the best. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $1, doesn't matter. I paid for it. And I at least need to be treated with respect. And if I have an issue, you need to listen and try to resolve that issue. Don't just say, brush me off like, oh, well, sorry for the inconvenience. Go to hell. And that's the way I was felt with AT&T Uverse. But I just had to vent with that. So let me know how you feel. Tell me your story. And stay tuned for Two Socks Spam and I. We're gonna have a show coming out soon. And I just want to share that experience with you. Always remember, like and subscribe to our channel. And one more thing. God is love, and love is God, and we love you. And have a great week. Peace.